What's up, Gemini? This is Jesse with 44 Astro with a general tarot reading leading up to the new moon coming up on September 14th. This will be a new moon in Virgo. It's going to occur at 9:35 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It will be conjunct the Sun and opposite Neptune in Pisces. It's going to be in Virgo at 21 degrees 59 seconds Virgo. It is going to be creating a kite in the sky, and I'll put up a picture of the kite and what it's going to look like, which means it's a good time to fly high. Kites are good because of the opposition that goes in the middle of them. It gives motivation to reach the heights of what that grand trine can do for us. With the moon being in Virgo and the sun being conjunct it, and then it being opposite Neptune, in the middle of the kite. This is about bringing things to reality out of your subconscious, or bringing your dreams to reality. And with it being in Virgo, it's about making practical plans to do that. The moon will also be in the 14th mansion of the moon. I'll put a picture up here so you can read about the 14th mansion of the moon, called Alcimac. It's good for making friends. It's good for love. It's not good for traveling domestically or by land. It's good for traveling internationally, like those by water or over water. You can read about it. So it's good for healing too. But this is really a time for making practical plans. Pluto will be right there. Pluto will be involved in this in the grand trine of the kite. So will Uranus and Jupiter. So if you want to activate those energies, and then the tip of it will be the sun and the moon. So this is making, this is bringing your inner world, what you really think and what you really feel, bringing it out and expressing it into the world. And generally, it'll probably have to do with being or making like a plan on how to do those things, because Virgo's all about breaking things down and being ready for it. It's about healing, a lot of it, and about personal health specifically. But it's really about detailed planning of things, or breaking things down. So it's going to be a good time for that, Gemini. After this, I'll get you a moon card. Also, for Gemini Ascendant, the moon and the sun will be in the third or fourth house. So it could be that you need to be making plans. Like if you plan on buying a house, you need to be making detailed plans on how to do that. If you're remodeling a house, you need to make detailed plans on how to do that. And if it's your third house, it could be something like that in your home, but it's generally going to be something with the home or in your family life, but something needs to be planned out domestically. If it's your third house, it's the way you communicate. You need to really plan out how you're going to communicate in some way. Like maybe you have to give a speech, maybe you're teaching a class, these types of things. Maybe just communications with your neighbors or your friends or your loved ones. But yeah, you need to make a serious plan. It isn't necessarily about taking action right now. It's about making plans about the actions you're going to take. It'll be really good for that. It's a good time for initiation, because that's what kites are all about. That's what that opposition is in the middle. It's that whatever that is you have to balance out that helps you activate the grand trine and the sextiles. And those are really nice aspects if you have the motivation to use them or to activate them. Oh, there goes Nina. That's my cat. Her name's Luna, but I call her Ninny. She didn't like all the shuffling. So yeah, it's a great time to bring your dreams to reality, but it's the grand trine is going to be in Earth, so you need to make practical plans, right? So like if you're like, oh, I dream I want to be the dictator of the world. Come on, man, you got to have practical plans and practical dreams, and be honest with yourself about what it feels like you're here to do in the world, the things that you love, that excite you, those types of things. It's probably in line with what you are here to do, what your purpose is, what your solar objective is, right there, what it is you're supposed to bring out to the world or radiate to the world. Step out of your comfort zone. That should be no problem for Gemini. North Node, step out of your comfort zone. All right, Gemini. Let's see what we got here. Your question or the current situation could have something to do with love. Could be a past love. Looks like somebody, maybe an ex or something like that, saying step out of your comfort zone. It could be a question about an ex you used to have, like maybe you want to get back with them, that kind of thing. But it could be communication in love, or moving. It looks like you're moving away from a past love, because this dude's running away from it. See, the Six of Cups can be giving love to someone, or it could be people from your past or people from your family. And this, of course, is generally love, or your partner, or somebody you have a very important relationship with, whether it be like a family member, like your mother, or whatever. This is generally quick communication, but it could also be you, because it's an air sign. And it could be that it was an air sign that left you, maybe. They ran away from you, or something like that. Or you left someone. And that could be what the question's about. Maybe you're asking, should you leave them? For someone from your past. Or to get back together with them, somebody from your past who left, And this is the current path that you're on. You do have the Chariot here, so there's definitely movement. It looks like, saying step out of your comfort zone, with the Nine of Swords there and the Four of Cups, it feels like you're feeling stuck. Like your thoughts aren't in the best place. Doesn't look like your mind is in the best place. Maybe you're having bad dreams about it. Maybe it's keeping you up at night. If you've recently left a relationship, or somebody left you, even if it's just a friendship, right? Or maybe you had a falling out with family, that type of thing. It's like maybe they're extending, something forward to you, but you're refusing to see it because you're stuck here in the mind, and you're not wanting to move forward. Well, this is saying that you will move forward one way or the other. So maybe it's saying you're moving through this. Blocking it out. And I think maybe that's what the question is. You're contemplating. Maybe you felt like this before, and you're contemplating either moving past it with that individual or getting back with them, right? That's one path. And some Geminis may be on that path. Some Geminis may have a choice between each path. Some Geminis may be on this path. It's a general reading, so it also depends on how strong Gemini is in your chart and what are the placements and things around it. So this is the other path. You got the Star, which is healing or a wish. Nine of Pentacles, which is just opulence, having more than you need, having a lot. And, this is the Seven of Pentacles is, seeds that you plant, looking at your money, looking at what you've created or what you've done. Looks like it's a financial wish of some sort, or healing around money. Maybe you were having trouble with money, and maybe now you're better off. Maybe money was the issue with this relationship in the past, and now it wouldn't be an issue if you got back together with them. Or whoever from your past. But that path looks like it's all about material. Like healing of your material world, or just like getting a wish of some sort that involves around money. Having plenty of money. And that can happen in all kinds of ways. This is the advice. You got strength. The King of Swords, which could be you. Which he's the more stable version of the Knight of Swords. And then, like a celebration right here, the Three of Cups. Could be a three-party situation. Not everybody's monogamous. Some people like to be polygamists. That's your business. Doesn't bother me. If that's what it is. Could just be that there was a three-party situation. This is why you separated in the past. But, it looks like it's a celebration. So maybe you need to go to a celebration. So if you get invited to some kind of party, maybe you should go. This is saying be strong. And it could be that you're being invited by this person from the past. Whoever this person from the past is that you get invited. Maybe you should go. Might be a good thing. It says step out of your comfort zone. So if you're receiving an invite for some kind of social gathering, I suggest you go. This could be you. It's saying, Bring the sword of truth, bring your knowledge, bring your wisdom. Geminis are very smart. Be strong. Have power over the material, Confront your fears. Step out of your comfort zone. This lady is definitely out of her comfort zone. She has got her hand in a lion's mouth. The outcome looks like travel of some sort, or moving somewhere. And this mansion of the moon, if you read about it, it's also good for moving. And if you're planning on moving home, because like I said, because where the new moon will be in Virgo, you need to make practical plans. Break it down. Take every step, figure it all out. That Neptune, that kite will be anchored in Pisces with Neptune. So that can be real dreamy, confusing energy. But if with the Grand Trine in that kite being in the earth signs, especially with, Capricorn being involved with Pluto, you have the kind of energy you need to overcome that. So yeah, I mean, this looks like maybe you get offered a job to travel for money. I mean, this could be like a new opportunity. Maybe whenever you go to this party, I mean, maybe, opportunities. If it's not a love relationship, there could be a big opportunity that comes from it. Whatever this thing that wants you to step out of your comfort zone, whatever comes forth to you, it's gonna be like some risk. It's gonna be like, hey, let's go do this, or come do this with us, or let's move here on a whim, or let's something like that. Travel on a whim. Maybe you don't want to do it, but maybe you should. This looks like some kind of travel. This is moving from stormy waters to calm waters, right? Maybe you have water in your chart, or maybe it's with a water sign individual. Queen of Cups. This is a very stable queen. Very sweet queen. And this, of course, is new opportunity in money. Or some kind of offer of money. New opportunity in money. And saying step out of your comfort zone, because it's like, like I say in the Fleetwood Mac song, open up. Everything is waiting for you. Like that's... Go your own way. It's a great song. I mean, this is saying, hey, move forward past whatever it is that's keeping you up at night. Don't be blind to what's in front of you. Don't be blind to this opportunity. And if you ain't careful, you won't move forward, because the current path, you're not seeing it. The other path, you're saying it's like a wish. And it's like whatever it is that you're trying to find. Ooh, right there. If it's like maybe you're trying to put yourself out there, maybe you're thinking about it, like, oh, maybe I want to make like a YouTube channel, put myself on Twitch, or put myself on Instagram, or whatever. Maybe you're like, oh, well, I don't want to necessarily do that because you're self-conscious or whatever. I say just do it. If it's something like that, take the risk, step out of your comfort zone. Everything's out there waiting for you. And if this question is about love, that's how you're going to find it. You're going to get out of your comfort zone. Yeah, get the Two of Cups on the Two of Cups. So it's definitely saying make a choice. Make a choice. It could be that you have a choice to choose between two cups, right? It could be somebody from your past, and you have to make a choice. Maybe you're with somebody right now, and you're trying to make a choice whether you want to be with them or not. So I like to do these one at a time so they actually show up. So you got Princess of Discs. This could be an earth sign, a young earth sign, maybe like if you have a child. But it could be offer of money, could be opportunity, something being brought forth as an opportunity. You got the Two of Cups, which is love. It's called love in this deck. Then you got the Aeon, which is the trial of the Aeon, which is final judgment. And it pretty much means the same thing. It's like the last test kind of thing. So, you may be at that point, and that's what the test is you got to step out of your comfort zone. If it's a question about love, you're going to step out of your comfort zone to find this love. And it looks like the question is about love, or the current situation is it has something to do with either a love relationship that you're in or one that you're looking for. And if that's the case, you have to step out of your comfort zone. It's like make a decision, right? And it could be like there's this opportunity to make money doing something different than you've ever done, and you might have to travel to go do it. And you're like, well, I don't want to do that. I want to uproot my life, blah, blah, but maybe you should. This is saying step out of your comfort zone. The North Node, it's, that's what it says on the card, North Node. And that's, the North Node's about your relationships in life. It's the relationships that you'll make. That's what the North Node's all about. Ooh, right there. I mean, you got the Magus with the Priestess, right? So those two cards are pretty complementary. So something that you're trying to create here. I mean, and it's saying you have all the tools that you need. Over here where the Nine of Swords is and the Four of Cups is. Come on, Magus. Some of these cards like to come in, some of them don't. But that's the Magus. But you also have it with the Eight of Cups. So indolence. And this is like feeling stuck. I think that's how you feel right now. And with Neptune touching the moon, that's like really being connected internally to like the other side, or like, spiritual and psychic abilities. And that's what this card can represent, right? So there's something you're not seeing. Maybe you're not being open to the things that you're thinking, or that the ideas that are coming to you. And maybe you should be, because maybe they seem, I mean, like I said, be practical about it, but sometimes it's saying go out, step out of your comfort zone. Sometimes it even crazy works. I mean, if it's something that seems really odd or out there, like, oh, that won't work. Maybe it will, because this is a creative energy. And it's like you're not seeing what you can create. It's like there's something that you can create, but you're not seeing it. You're feeling stuck in something. It Could be a relationship. Maybe that's what's holding you back. Or maybe you feel like, not having a relationship is holding you back. Or maybe focusing on that too much. Focusing on finding someone so much that you're not seeing these opportunities. A lot of times you just got to let go to let the universe do its thing. When we stop grasping so hard to try to control it, and we release it, it does its thing. You let it go and it does its thing. And it finds its way back to you. You've done the intention part, right? You've already thought about it a bunch. So that part's done. Now you just got to relax and let it go. Let it do its thing. Let it vibrate. You need to vibrate. Relax. Calm. Let it vibrate. This other path looks good if you can choose it, or the Geminis that are on that. Some kind of wish of money, that's coming your way. I think if you can stop worrying about whatever this is, get out of your head so much. I think there's probably a lot of overthinking going on, lots of thinking. And you're not seeing what's in front of you. There's something being offered to you, and you're not even seeing it because it's like, think. Where? Go lay down, Tank. Go lay down. It's my dog Jenkins. I have lots of little fuzzy animals. Ooh, right there, because I like them. So this card's called Luxury, but it's really understanding that the good comes with the bad. So it's appreciating the good and the bad, and that's honestly very balanced if you can do that. And so if you can do that, and there's some kind of sorrow here. So that's what I think it is. Like, if you can get this frame of mind, and you have this, it could be about a fire sign, right? It could be a fire sign that you broke up with, had a relationship with, a falling out with. This is saying it's a luxury if you can understand the good with the bad. That's what this card means. So it's like, in this path, you understand that something bad happened, or some kind of sorrow, heartbreak, or something that made you sad. But in this, you understood that, hey, those kind of things happen. And it's part of the journey. And you accepted it. So if you can do that, over here, you're dwelling in it. And it's like, it's not helping you at all. Staying in your mind, letting it control everything you think and do. You don't have control of the outside events, but you do have control with what it does to you on the inside and how long you allow that to happen. That's the only power we really have. And so over here, it looks like that you're understanding the sorrowful aspect of it, and you're integrating it, right? You're integrating it, the good and the bad together, and understanding that, there is no good that doesn't involve bad, and there's no bad that doesn't involve good in some way, even if just conceptually. And really, it's not either one of those things, it's us, like how we see it. And the advice, King of Swords, Three of Cups, strength. I think you need to step out of your comfort zone. You may be in your head too much about something, whatever it is, and so you're not going out with friends. You're not being social. And Gemini is a social sign. It's a moving sign. It needs to be out doing that. Whether it's your ascendant, whether it's your sun or moon, they need to be social. They need to communicate. Like, that's what their house is all about. That's what the sign is all about. Communication. That's what Mercury is all about. It's about dissecting things, learning, communicating. That's what Gemini is. You got some nice wish going on here. So yeah, you got Three of Cups with the Three of Cups. Can't make that up. It's not really a celebration in this deck. This is the Nine of Cups that came with it, which in this deck is called happiness. So I wouldn't really call it a wish, but it's happiness. If you can get out there and put yourself out there, it's what it is. It's saying you need to go out and socialize. Put yourself out there. If you have to find social groups online, do that. Put yourself out there. Three of Cups here is abundance, right? This is being emotionally fulfilled. This is being able to have your dominion, create what it is that you want. And you can do that. You can do that from behind a computer desk. You can do that from home if you want. But you can also go out and do it. Go get out of your comfort zone. Go socialize. It's a wonderful thing. Seems like it's what you need to do. And that's where all the opportunities are going to come from. It's through your connections, through the people that you meet. You're going to find great opportunities. There's going to be some kind of big opportunity that comes out of it. You don't want to miss this. And right now, the path that you're on, unless you're already on this other path where you understand the bad and the good, and you're just taking it all in stride. And that's good. But if you're on this path right here where you're trying to move forward, but you're still stuck in your mind and it's upsetting you, you're not going to see what you need to see. You may miss out on love. You may miss out on this big financial opportunity. Yeah, I feel like there's some kind of invite you're going to get to some kind of social gathering, or you're going to see the opportunity to be able to attend one, and you need to do it. That's what it feels like. Step out of your comfort zone. That's what that card keeps saying. And that's what the North Node is all about. in a natal chart. It's your relationships. The people that you're going to be involved with during your life. They're going to help you forward. And if it's in your south node, it'd be the people that are going to help you move backwards. Those are the people you're going to get both in your life. People that are definitely the ones, that was it. They want to hold you back, and there's going to be the ones that, yeah, it's the ending of something. Yeah, you're going to have to move away from something, because it's like moving away. Queen of Cups, new opportunity. You got the Ten of Swords, which in this deck is ruin, but it is the ending of something. And a lot of what this card also means is giving into too much speech, too much talking. Just talking for the sake of talking. That's literally what this can represent in this deck. And, that's what it's looking like. Too many words. Princess of Swords. Queen of Swords. Right? I mean, when you communicate, you want to do it, clearly. And like I said, Gemini's about communicating. It is. But you don't want to be unnecessary with communications. You want it to mean something. You want it to have value, what you're saying. Not just saying it to say it. Or, speaking for the sake of speaking. Instead of, like what they say, how's the saying go? Wise men have something to say where, how does it go? Idiots have to say something or something like that. It's like wise men have something to say while idiots have to say something. If that makes any sense. I'm not calling you an idiot. I'm just saying that's what the saying is. And yeah. So like, yeah, you're going to have to end, when this moving forward here, it's saying, be more, less in your mind, less intellectual and more emotional, more compassionate, more caring, more kind, because Geminis can be extremely logical. I mean, depending on your chart, if you're heavy air, you're going to be extremely logical. It's going to be hard to connect to your emotions. But I mean, if you have a lot of water in your chart, emotion won't be an issue for you. But yeah, it's saying, move away from this. Move away from the incessant chatter. And it may just be the incessant chatter in your mind. And meditation can help with that. Reading, just breathing exercises. Talking to people, but just listening. It's, at least, you probably have to communicate some, but listen. Just listen. Make people feel heard. Be this. And she's a very sweet, nurturing, and caring person. And I believe you can be that too. Not that you aren't already. Maybe you already are. I don't know. You could already be on this path over here where you understand all that. But the outcome is coming to this anyway, right? As long as you can not let whatever has happened, like it looks like it's something to do with a relationship of some sort that you're upset about, that you feel like in some way it took something from you, whether it be, professional, romantic, something like that. Somewhere along the line, it looks like, something happened and it hurt you. You're focused on it. You're trying to, the question seems to be about that relationship. And it's saying you need to make a final judgment. Whether you're trying to move on to a new relationship or whether you're just trying to move on, period. Or you're trying to choose between one person or another. It's saying you need to make your decision. What else? Thunder. Well, thunder right when I said that, so make a decision. Okay, Jim, that's all I have for you. I wish you the best. Please consider liking, subscribing, and leaving a comment. If you don't want to do that, that's fine. I'm just grateful that you're here, and I'm grateful for the view. Either way, it's an interesting new moon coming up, and these are the energies leading up to it. It's a good time for planning, detailed planning. But anyway, thank you for being here.